Yo, what up guys? Today in this video, I want to talk about creating music videos in 2020. More so just creating music videos in general. Is this a career path that is worth it? I want to talk about the negatives of making music videos. I want to talk about a few positives, and I want to talk about the succeeding of music videos and what's necessary, I feel, in the grand scheme of things in today's day and age. If you want to do music videos, this is how you succeed at creatively making music videos and surviving as a person. All right, let's get into it. So I want to start off with the negatives. I'm gonna come straight out the gate with the negatives. I want to talk about the darkness of music videos. I want to tell the truth about all of it. So I think the first obvious is money. Everybody who does music videos, whether you're at the bottom of the totem pole, whether you're at the top and you're doing mainstream music videos, everybody knows that music videos are the least paying form of video content. I'm talking about compared to anything. I'm talking about compared to commercials, weddings, doing real estate videos, doing event live recaps, doing even films. Music videos are at the bottom. Like, music videos don't pay that well. And on the higher tier side of things, like the mainstream music video directors, they'll tell you that music video budgets are getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And you know, it's a bunch of factors that go into that, one of which we'll touch on in a second, but the money aspect of it. Money in music videos sucks. The next negative that I want to talk about is priority. Now, I'm sure pretty much every single one of you guys who watch these videos, who've shot any sort of music video, you know that you, as a video content creator, in the big broad picture of an artist succeeding, you are at the bottom of the priority list. Management, producers, studios, everything else is going to go before you. You're always at the bottom of the priority list. And I think that this is one of the only genres where that's the case. If you've ever shot a wedding, like, you know that the people who are paying you to do their wedding, they treat you like royalty. They want you to be fed. They want everything as nice as possible on your behalf. Like, you as a music video director, though, or somebody who shoots music videos and makes music videos, the artist really doesn't care too much about you, to be completely honest with you. The artist or the management, they really don't care too much about you most of the time. Unless you built a bond with that artist, unless you built a bond with that label, they really don't care too much about you. You know, you're just there to do your job, and they'll do everything that they can in their power to make sure that you get paid the least amount of money to get that job done. I've had shoots in my early days where the artists would pull up and they would bring tons of alcohol, big bottles, Ace of Spade. They'd pull up wearing the latest foam posits, the latest Jordans, the latest designer kicks, and they will only want to pay $200 for the video. I'm sure all of y'all have had this happen to you. Just on a priority scale, you, as somebody who makes videos, you're always going to be at the bottom of that list of things. The fashion is going to go before you. The beat's going to go before you. Everything is going to go before you. So the priority is a negative, you know. Your time is always at the bottom of it. They don't really care about your time. You know, they're just there to get their music video done. They don't really care too much about any other thing than that. So priority is definitely a negative. Another negative that is very, very relevant in today's day and age is competition. Now, I don't really think too much about competition, and I don't think that you should think too much about the competition aspect of it, but it's a real thing, and it can affect you as a creative, and it can affect your judgment on pricing, and it can affect your judgment on the way you do things, you know. Whether this person who's in competition with you does something a certain way and you see artists gravitating toward this, it might subconsciously make you want to do certain things like that. Director, if that makes any sense. But I would say a lot more that this is relevant recently because cameras are getting so accessible. Anybody can get a camera. Like, we got amazing $400 cameras like the Panasonic G7 that film 4K footage and it looks good. And you know, cameras are just getting more accessible. And then, you know, the content that is being pushed out to you guys on the learning side of things is more accessible too. You can go on YouTube and you can learn from me and Creative Ryan and Jacob Owens and you know, a vast array of other creators out here who are putting out amazing content for you guys to learn from. So this craft is becoming a lot more accessible, which means it's driving the price for videos down because, you know, people can get quality videos from other people for cheaper prices, which, you know, it kind of trickles down. It trickles down from the top. You know, if you at the bottom and you pulling you're pulling amazing videos and you're not doing it for that much money, that kind of affects, you know, people all the way up the stream. So this is becoming a very, very, very accessible, very accessible career path that a lot of people want to get into. So this is definitely something that you have to think about. And I think another thing that goes into this, another thing that kind of goes hand in hand with this concept is artists, the majority of the time, don't know quality, so for me, I bank on my quality. I bank on how amazing I put things together. And I try to find artists who appreciate that aspect of video creation. But the vast majority of musicians don't know what real quality is. They just want to see themselves looking sharp. They want to be in the environment that they're talking about. They want to show the things that they're talking about, and they don't really care about too many other things. So I think the fact that musicians, one, don't care too much about quality, and two, that cameras are accessible, that are sharp. Let me silence this real quick. I think those two things play hand in hand when it comes to the competition aspect of video creation, Not to get it messed up. With music videos, there are good things. There are good sides of creating music videos. And I think the biggest one is just the creativity that you're able to output with creating music videos. I think music videos is like one of the only video content forms where you're able to just go in full-fledged on creativity and not have a standard structure. Like with movies, they tell you to go in with a story. You need to have that story. It has to have some sort of conflict, climax, conclusion, all those things like that. Music videos are strictly just visual pieces that you can put together creatively however you want. And I think that's probably the coolest thing about music videos. You could think about the most outlandish idea you've ever had and put it together to a beat and try to get this feeling off that you're feeling to the viewer. So I think that that's probably one of the biggest things about music videos. You're just able to openly create without a format, without a standard rule book or formula to make the videos that you want to make. I think the biggest thing to do if you're trying to succeed in music videos in this day and age is to have some sort of revenue streams outside of music videos. Whether that be you going out and doing weddings and just having weddings be the thing that makes the money for you, let that be the job, or maybe you want to do event coverage, or maybe you take photography on the side, or maybe you sell courses, or maybe you want to get into selling digital products, like using a store like Squarespace, where you can literally just go in there and start a website right now for free. And it has amazing all-in-one designer templates that are dope as well. Super easy. They have amazing award-winning customer support, which is dope as hell, Even if you've never created a website, you can just go in there, make one, and if you have a problem, you can hit them up in the chat and they'll hit you right back, And I mean, even if you wanted to get 20% off your first purchase there, you could just head over to squarespace.com/YCImaging. And it's easy and it's simple, and it's just a gateway for you to be able to sell digital products, sell courses, or sell things. Also display your work as a portfolio to have one central space to be the spot where you make that external revenue stream. So I think that making money elsewhere is very vital, because like I said, when you need money, you're down to do the things that you don't necessarily want to do for it. I've shot endless music videos that I didn't want to shoot. Maybe I hated the song. Maybe I hated the concept. Maybe I hated the location. Maybe I hated the artist, but I decided to shoot the video because I needed the money. So look, I feel like that right there in itself is the big thing, like keeping your craft. I think that just by you creating amazing stuff, you will eventually start to level up and get into those places where you want to be, if this is something that you want to do. So with that being said, do I think that music videos are worth it in 2020? I'm gonna say it depends on how you look at it and why you create music videos. I think from a financial standpoint, and you just solely trying to stand on this as a sole provider, I think that is kind of stupid to go into it trying to make just your entire income off of music videos. Not that it's impossible, but it's incredibly difficult. It's getting more and more difficult with the influx of cameras dropping every single week and them becoming more and more affordable, and also the influx of artists who aren't necessarily serious. Sheesh. And also the influx of artists who I done lost my train of thought because my phone dropped. Sheesh. The artists, man. Artists aren't serious. So between artists not being serious, competition, the amount of money that you make is already on the low end of things. I can't say that from a financial standpoint, music videos are a smart thing to get into. I'm just being completely honest with you. But with anything, if you love it for craft, you should be in it regardless of the money or not. And that's where making money elsewhere and just keeping your craft comes into crucial. Man. So look, I'm done rambling. One thing that I would love for you guys to do is head down to the comment section and let me know, like, what do you think about music videos now? Do you think that they're too accessible? It's like everybody's popping out with a music video. It's just a bunch of performances. Artists don't want to pay. Like, do you think that this is the way to go? Are you into music videos? Do you want to continuously make music videos? Are you just using this as a form of transferring it to another genre of video creation? Let me know what you think. I'm really interested to know, but I'm gonna continue to do music videos. I like them. I want to segue into doing some short films and some more meaningful content, whether that be doc style stuff. But like I said, I make revenue elsewhere, so I'm able to take on the music video projects that I want to take on and say no to the ones that I don't. So with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop it a like. If you're new here to the channel and you enjoy content about filmmaking and creating music videos, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm out, guys. Peace.